Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 setups for today. So short it is, we are barreling through quite a bit of structure at the moment. So that was the level we were watching yesterday, 4,300 basically, and we did come back to test it and reject it quite handsomely for a very big move to the downside. So I just want to get to the weekly because we are now sort of at fairly strong levels. Just want to put that one in there, and then we have where I suspect we will have a bounce, which is right over here at this tail, which is basically at 4,200. So we're sort of 100 pips away from where I suspect we're going to have a little bit of a more aggressive attempt at actually bouncing. So key thing, we are below the low of last week at the moment, so keep that in the back of your mind as well. And apart from that, oscillators are pointing down. They are still separated. We've still got a large amount of diversions here on the weekly. So for me, this is still a pullback. Okay, so that's your weekly outlook. But if you look at the 8 hour, we're definitely in a downward trend. We sort of mucked around a little bit in the beginning of the week, but yesterday, sorry, I say Monday, but then yesterday we basically had this rejection. So you can see we're on the next weekly level at 42.17, and we should be looking to be short of structure. Now this is the closest one, 42.39, but as we go down through the time frames, we're more than likely going to see other levels. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We do this every single morning, and objective is to make some money. So you can see on the 3 hour, look at every one of these tails. Every single one of those tails would offer resistance of some sort, and that pin bar right there to me would be a fairly interesting area to be short again. Okay, don't want to be short where we are now. We've got 2 weekly levels right here, so yeah, this one is 100 points away, almost 200 points, 200 pips away, sorry. But I don't want to jump in. I'd rather be getting in on a rejection. So from the hour perspective, you can see yesterday, this was the 8 hour level right here, 4,300, and you can see the rejection. We'll look at it on a lower time frame now. Came back down to hit the level, came back up and basically hit the next little pin bar here, the tail, rejected that and then plummeted. What we're forming at the moment does look like a bit of a flag, so I would expect some kind of a pullback here, and definitely don't want to be jumping in short down here. So these are the areas I'll want to be short, but let's just get the 50-minute because that is going to give us a little bit of a streamlined entry, should I say. Right, so you can see if you draw a line along the bottom here and along the top, that is channel flag. So you have a little bit of structure here, which would be interesting, and this would also be interesting. So you're looking for 42.27 or alternatively 42.39, 42.40. So you're looking for a rejection in this zone. If you start getting above 42.40, then I would be looking for opportunities for longs, and that would take us all the way up to this area here, which is a fairly strong area at 42.59. And you can see, looking left, you can see how strong that is. So let's just get to yesterday's trade. You can see that was the level, little pin bar, engulfing bar. Just take the trade at the bottom of that with a tight stop loss just above these two swing highs, so that would have been 100 point odd stop loss, and you can see your first target was hit fairly decently, 349 points. Then you wait for the next pullback, take your profit here because you can already see that buyers are coming in, so you can already suspect that they're looking to buy off this bit of an exhaustion bar. then you have another inside bar here, and then the next level, I'm just going to take this one here, and this is if you are watching this carefully, you can see that was the break down. That would be my next area for a short, and just a limit order in there, going to be a bit of a bigger stop loss, 200 point stop loss, so it'll be a smaller trade, but you can see straight down to the next level and even down one more level. So definitely two decent trades yesterday, and you want to do the same thing today. So let's just tidy up our chart a little bit. Okay, so what we're looking for today is 15-minute again, but watch out for this divergence here, so it could be quite a big move to the upside. This would be ideal, to be honest. Just shooting up to 42.60, getting a rejection off here for another move down. The other thing that you need to pay attention to is 42.40, so that should be top of a range, and then something that I wouldn't really want to be interested in, which is 42.27. So I'm looking for a bit of a deep pullback and then an opportunity down. However, we could just continue down. So if you draw, I don't want to do it, I'm going to mess this chart up, but if you draw a diagonal here, down there, you'll see this is looking like a retest. Let me just do it. Because I'm lying, it's not a retest. It is pretty much the trend line at the moment. So this may be of interest. 42.27. Watch that area carefully. If you do get a rejection, and I'd actually go down to the 5 minutes on that. Just because I just want a little bit, I want to be tighter on the stop loss. So put an alert in here. If you see something happening, then you just hop onto your charts. And what I normally do is just keep it on my phone. If I can carry on with life, I know where the levels are, and if I see price getting back to there, then I just watch for the price action for a couple of minutes. Pans out, then I am short up there. This would be my first stop area because of its weekly support, 42.17. But you can see we've closed below that already on the futures market. So very possible to take the risk that we are going to drop. If you look at the 5 minutes, you can see separated, crossed over, looking like we should be already looking for the opportunities at the moment. So yeah, I think watch this carefully even through the morning session. It's poised. There's a lot going on in the USA at the moment, and I have a feeling we are pretty much aiming for 4200 at the moment. That's the big line in the sand for me. Then lastly, I'm going to do this on the daily. I haven't spoken about it because we haven't really had a retest of it, but that is a big head and shoulders there. We could argue we had this 1 day retest, but I would have expected a bit of a better retest than that. But nevertheless, that is head and shoulders. We're in a massive area of support. So if we get through basically 4200, then I suspect we are going to be looking, we're going to be hunting a little bit lower down, because this head and shoulders is 2,761 points, and it basically takes us to the bottom here, somewhere in this zone here at 4074. And if you look left, it does line up with quite a bit of structure that was used as support previously. So that's kind of the long-term view. And there's one thing that I am missing as well. Just as well, we came out the daily. We have a daily gap here at 41.86. Okay, so just get back to 15 minutes just to summarize for us quickly. And what we're looking for is a rejection of 42.26, which looks like it's the most likely. If we do get through this, then we're probably going to be rejecting off the top of the range here at 42.39. If we build a base above there, then it is long up until 42.59. And the other alternative here is this 42.17 gives way this morning, and it could very well happen. You can see move down flag, and then comes back and tests it. That's short as well, 42.17. And for the shorts, you're targeting 4200 basically. And I think that's my bias. I don't think I want to be going long at all. I'm looking for opportunities to be short. So that's kind of the view that I've got this morning. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Happy hunting. Cheers for now.